What's up everyone, Saiyan here, back with another video on the channel, and this time around, I'm continuing my tier list series. Now, of course, it's going to fall under the Dragon Ball discussion, but this video topic is going to be about all the Saiyan transformations and ranking them. Now, this one caught my eye, even though it doesn't have every single one of them. It's only missing one, which is a Limit Breaker transformation, and I don't blame him for it. It's completely, basically new. But of course, if that was the case, I would put it first. Now, as you can see, immediately, I'm going to have to put Super Saiyan 4 Goku up there, because it's me, practically, but, you know, he's my favorite, regardless. I would have, if MUI was my favorite, or if Broly was my favorite, I would have just put him as my logo instead. But, no, I like Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But, yeah, everything else falls below them. And this video, let's hit 15 likes, maybe, because the tier lists aren't that popular. So I am going to do them right here. So let's start out with the Great Ape. The Great Ape was one of my most favorite things in the entire series because the Great Ape is kind of what everybody was leaning towards, Goku being a monkey boy. And then they introduced like Saiyans and stuff, which then it completely twisted to, you know, Super Saiyans and everything. We found out the true meaning of this Great Ape. But yeah, in my opinion, the Great Ape is really good a transformation before we were introduced to the Saiyans and everything. It was a really good direction they were going in, so I'm going to put him in good, but he doesn't fit up to best. Next we have, well, let's go in order actually. Next up we have the Super Saiyan transformation, and I love the Super Saiyan. I'm going to have to put him in best. Few reasons is because he is the main original Super Saiyan transformation, the very first, because, well, you know, he transformed into a Super Saiyan. It was the first transformation we were introduced to after Great Ape and Kaio Ken, which I will do just up next. And the Super Saiyan transformation was just freaking awesome because, you know, Krillin died and Goku, you know, became yellow and everything. So to see that in the original series, I think everybody can agree that Super Saiyan is one of the best transformations ever introduced. Kaio Ken. Now, I love the Kaio Ken personally because the Kaio Ken is one of those forms that is just like pretty freaking cool. It never really left, as you can see up to now. It never left. It was introduced to start of us, and it fit perfectly into the series with King Kai and everything. Then Super Saiyan was introduced to us, and, you know, everybody was like, oh, okay, Kaioken is useless now. But then they found a way to use it in the filler of where Goku used like Super Kaioken and everything, and now in Super with Blue Kaioken. So I think this also goes in good, but above the Great Ape because it's my more preferred thing. And I am going to make a big series on Kaioken soon, and it's going to be like its own section, like what if he learned Kaioken or something, you know, blank learned Kaioken. Okay, next up we have Grade 2. Now, this is where things start to go downhill for me. We had Super Saiyan. It was freaking great. Instead of introducing another form, even though which they practically did, I don't think the Grade 2 or Grade 3 making everybody buff was the way to go in my opinion. I didn't like Grade 2 and Grade 3 for sure. I was just really kind of not excited to see, you know, advancement of Super Saiyan be like this, and it wasn't really preferable for me. But following this, Super Saiyan 2 was definitely the better option they could have gone with. So I'm going to put him, Grade 2 at least, in meh. And of course, Grade 3 comes next, and that's not even meh, it's just bad. Grade 3 is just bad. It had no effect on the series whatsoever, and the way I'm ranking this is my personal opinion, plus what they actually did in the original series. Grade 3 was just terrible, okay? Trunks got extremely angered, went Super Saiyan Grade 3, and then he just got destroyed by Perfect Cell. It did nothing to him. He was super slow. There was nothing that came from this transformation, and nobody really did anything with it after that. Like, it was just forgotten. And same with Super Saiyan Grade 2. It just got forgotten. Also, after this, of course, Super Saiyan Grade 4 comes next, but in my opinion, that goes with best, so it's basically like the Super Saiyan transformation but mastered, so that's basically this one right here. Okay, next up, we have Super Saiyan 2. I love Super Saiyan 2, baseline. Super Saiyan 2 is awesome. That's what I was just saying. With this, they could have done Super Saiyan and then Super Saiyan 2. Instead, they filled it in with some extra stuff, being 2 and 3 and 4. I wasn't really happy with 2 and 3. 4 was still pretty cool, but 2 and 3 just, eh. But Super Saiyan 2 was perfect. It actually did something. Trunks got mad, he went Super Saiyan Grade 3, nothing for him. Gohan got mad, went Super Saiyan 2. destroyed Cell. Even though it gives you with a bit of cockiness, it's not that bad at all. Next up, we have Super Saiyan 3. Now, the idea of this transformation was pretty cool, but the thing with it is, it didn't really affect the series much, except for the Buu arc. It was just a one-time thing. And also, it's a pretty useless transformation. It only works for short games, and really only benefits you if you're dead. As we saw, Goku, who was dead, had a not really hard time with using this transformation. He was able to use it pretty well against Fat Buu. He purposely tapped out of it because he knew it was wasting time, and just in case he couldn't defeat Buu, he had to train somebody else. And it was basically for him to like find the next generation. But this transformation is pretty useless if you're not dead. And Gotenks wasn't dead, although his transformation time ran out really fast. You basically only have like a couple minutes with this transformation. I don't like it. It's not that bad, it's not down here bad, it's not as bad as grade 2 or 3, but it's not as good as Kaio Ken or grade 8. And following this, we have the ultimate transformation. Now, I love this transformation. It's going to be one of my favorites on top of these two guys, because the ultimate transformation was something really cool that they added to, add on top of Super Saiyan 3, but with this form, it was more like, your potential. I really like that idea, and especially Gohan getting it first, that was freaking cool. How, and it's basically something any person can get. So it was like the first time they introduced something that maybe even human could get. Theoretically, at least. We never got that confirmed, but most likely we can, and it's not a Saiyan transformation either. We learned from Elder Kai, it just releases all your potential. So, for example, if Krillin were to get that, all of his potential would be released and he would become a hell of a lot stronger. Gohan was a perfect example. He got a lot stronger, took on Super Buu. Of course, it's basically one of the cases that with Gohan, he gets real cocky. Super Saiyan 2, he got overflow with power, he got cocky. Mystic, Ultimate, he got cocky. And that's basically what happens with over-drunken power. But I think the idea of the Mystic transformation is really cool. And you can call it Mystic or you can call it God or Ultimate. It doesn't matter. I prefer both every now and then. Okay, next up we have Super Saiyan God, and personally, this transformation was freaking awesome. Like, I loved it. I would even be willing to put it up here, but like, this is reserved. But Super Saiyan 4, or Super Saiyan God, is one of those transformations where they actually like went on to do something. Instead of just making him, Super Saiyan, buffer, and then muscle popping, and then long hair, they just went with a normal basic transformation. They just made your hair red, your eyes red, and you didn't get any bigger, you just got skinnier. It basically showed that power doesn't mean gains, which we saw in the Tournament of Power with Universe 10 and everything. So, Super Saiyan God is awesome, in my opinion, and it goes up there. Blue, also awesome, but I like Super Saiyan God much more. These two are pretty similar for me. Same explanation goes for this, except it's not red, it's blue. But I did like the idea of God better, the ritual and everything, and how you could learn it. Blue was an extension to it, like the power-up. I like everything about it, I just like God a bit more. Okay, so, there's a lot more we have up here, but let's start out with Super Saiyan Rage. This transformation was very cool. It actually gave Trunks something unique, and based on the series, it actually helped him keep up with Rose Goku Black. I think at the time it was just like a rage boost for him and the transformation, but transformation plus rage boost equals more power. That's why he was able to keep up with Rose Black. But a while after that, Goku Black got a Zenkai, and Trunks wasn't like nearly showing as much strength. So clearly the rage boost plays some part in it. But this transformation was good in my opinion. I still don't like it that much, personal reference. But I think it's better than Super Saiyan 3 for sure, even better than Great Ape. I don't think anything's better than Kaio Ken yet, though. Like, in this section, I think Kaio Ken would fit the best. Following up, we have Rose Goku Black. Now, this was pretty cool. I heard in previous video, Salad Saiyan did, I'm pretty sure, he was talking about how, if a Kai turns blue, like Gohan, he made Gohan Rose, which actually got me thinking, what if that's the reason Goku Black / Zamasu, when he transformed, became a Rose form? Clearly he's a Kai, so maybe that's a mutation of the Super Saiyan God form? That's what I was thinking. But I really like this transformation. I would put him in best, just not the best, pretty good. Next up, we have Ultra Instinct. Now, the idea of this transformation was awesome. I think the way they did it was awesome. Everybody was thinking, Limit Breaker and everything. super red form. Nope, they just made a basic silver hair, and the idea of moving on your own is just pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna put him up here. And you know, I just love Ultra Instinct. It's one of my favorite transformations, and MUI goes with speaking that, but I think I'm gonna put him above Ultra Instinct because of course it's a stronger level of power and it's more useful in the series, as we learned in the Moral arc. No spoilers here if you haven't watched or read it, just they end up perfecting that and stuff, and it's pretty cool how they do that. Forgot Blue Kaio Ken, but I think I'm gonna put this, well, this is actually a hard one for me to decide. I like the idea of blue and everything. Kaio Ken was a continuation of it. I'm not saying it's not one of the best transformations. I'm just saying I would put it with the Kaio Ken section. But whether it's better than the actual Kaio Ken is kind of debatable. But I think I would put it in below because it's just an extension to the Kaio Ken added on top of that, you know? Okay, we definitely have Blue Evolution, and this was awesome. I'm going to put him above Super Saiyan Blue because, well, it gave Vegeta his own unique form. It gave Goku the unique form of Ultra Instinct. It gave Vegeta Blue Evolution. That was really cool in my opinion, and I really liked the idea of that. Of course, well, before we get into Broly, we'll just put Golden Great Ape up here because technically it's Super Saiyan 4 as well. But if we were to grade this or rate this between the Great Ape and this Golden Great Ape, I would definitely like the Golden Great Ape better. It's pretty debatable, but even though it's not canon, I really do like the transformation a lot. Ikari. Now, this is one of the best transformations for me, I bet, because Ikari is just one of those things that it's not super crazy. It's just the Great Ape in your human form. Wrathful Broly, whatever you want to call it, Ikari Broly. I think it's something anybody can learn, even though Broly's unique. What if, like my What If Goku Learned Ikari series, I love it. I love to make it, and it makes a lot of sense. But the thing with it is, I do love the transformation, and I think it was really cool. The whole losing mind thing is still the same with Great Ape. I don't think it's reserves the good tier. I think it's better, but if it was an extension of the Great Ape, it would definitely be much better, and I think I'm gonna put him above God because I like it. Okay, Legendary Super Saiyan, this is one of those things that's just like, I don't know what to think of it. Super powerful, very powerful, gains as it goes, pretty even with Jiren to be honest, and doesn't need any crazy god powers. So in my opinion, this is a really cool transformation. Is it as good as the rest of these? Probably not. But I do think it's better than Ultimate at least, okay? It's a really cool transformation, and I think that's it. That's all I can say about it, really. I don't think there's too much more to add. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys did enjoy this little tier maker, and if you did, make sure to definitely drop a like and subscribe if you want more tier makers and my thoughts on it. Leave any thoughts and suggestions you have down in the comments for more you want me to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.